Great news! Part 2 Anniversary LRs will be getting their own exclusive skill orbs. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are 5 days away from the start of the 10th anniversary, and once more, the Dokkan social media team has went ahead and put out just a couple more hints as to some things that we can expect through the start of the campaign. And for today, they have teased us with the revamp for the 10th anniversary battle. Now, we did know that the 9th anniversary battle was getting taken down and replaced with the 10th anniversary battle, and we had assumed that this just meant they were going to take it down, redo it, and then add additional stages for the two new anniversary units. Now, typically, this event focuses on the Dokkan Fest LRs for each anniversary. The memorial battles are actually what tend to focus on the Carnival or Part 2 LRs, although these only started during the 9th anniversary, right? So, but I mean, typically, as you see here, like we look at the 9th anniversary one, I mean, this was all pretty much stages against the Dokkan Fests for each anniversary. So what you'll notice here, of course, I'm sure many of you already noticed, that this 10th anniversary battle event shows the Part 2 LRs instead of the Dokkan Fest. So this is really interesting, very, very exciting, because what this means is, as you can see here, come get skill orbs. The implication here is that the Part 2 LRs will already be getting exclusive skill orbs in conjunction with the Dokkan Fest. After all, the Dokkan Fest characters got their skill orbs from the 9th anniversary battle, so most of you guys have probably already picked this up for completing it before. If not, right, I'm assuming you will be able to re-get them when the stage gets revamped to include both the Dokkan Fest and the Part 2. And this is incredible because some of these units have gotten EZAs recently, so the type of skill orbs we can get from here are actually going to really help their longevity, because we have already seen in the data for the anniversary data download that a lot of these characters are getting an additional defense, silver, and dodge equips, right? Like, this is huge, right? We're talking level 7 defense and dodge, right? So, like, for some of the older LRs, this is actually really this will actually be really helpful, and these will be applied to the Dokkan Fests as well. But these will be really helpful, especially on some of these ones that are likely to get their super easy A soon, right? This will help them be a little bit more defensive, right? Characters like Janemba, like, especially on like the Dokkan Fest Janemba, if he gets his, right, a huge because of the way his passive already works, right, a huge defense boost to him will make him near invulnerable, especially for a super easy A. But in terms of Part 2 LRs, like, what does that actually mean? Like, who is this applying to? We can already see a few of them here, right? LR Rose, LR Baby, KAIOKEN Goku, and surprisingly, the Gammas are on here. Now, this is interesting because the Gammas already got exclusive skill orbs from the Memorial Battle last year, so that's a little bit interesting. But I mean, this is just so many other characters, right? If Baby's on here, this means the Goku, Trunks, and Pan will be getting exclusive skill orbs as well. And now this is pretty good because now GT Tech Pan is within line for EZA. So if the orbs are good enough, and depending on what else is given in addition to her team, you know, they might be somewhat passable, depending on the situation. Of course, LR Baby is actually still very, very useful on several different teams, like Slug's team and a few others. He's actually pretty good So the extra defense orbs would really help him, and especially if GT Bosses gets any buffs anytime soon. And then of course from the 5th anniversary, right? So these two, the LRs started pretty much in the 4th anniversary, so nothing before this is likely going to have one. At least the anniversary LRs, right? So then 5th anniversary, we have the Broly Trio and Rose. Like, Broly Trio, this is actually huge, right? Like, additional defense equips and dodge on a unit like this is huge because they have that nuking passive on their EZA, right? So the more orbs they pick up, not only the more defense they're gonna have, right? If they get 7 orbs, right, you've already got you've got your infinite dodge. But in the off chance you aren't able to pick up those 7, right? Those big dodge equips are going to help them kind of just cover your losses there, just in case you miss that proc and not able to get the 7 orbs. So this could be really useful for them. I mean, just good skill orbs in general, right? Like, because of the nuking passive, you could give them a little bit of, crit and attack, and they're going to have, better equips for that than most other characters. So that's really good. And then, of course, Rose, although, he was in one of those weird places just because of the way the Future Saga Extreme place was when he released. But he can still have some use. So just having that extra equips for him is really good because his offense is great. All right, so having extra defense equips from him is going to be really helpful. As since he already has his EZA, and then of course we have these are the ones that I would be really excited for from this revamp here. Right, is the Universe 7 units, right? Getting exclusive skill orbs from this event, like Frieza 17, due to the way that their passive works, right? Much like some of the, much like Janemba, the extra defense equips are actually going to stack up quick because of the way their passive builds their defense and damage reduction through the additional super attacks, right? Extra defense is going to make them much tankier, much quicker, right? Which is really helpful in case you're in those situations where they do miss those additional supers. And then, of course, LR Universe 7, I mean, they're pretty good defensively already, but of course, more defense is always good. Additional attacks is really helpful for them to get the extra chance for supporting allies. So actually that's pretty good because I do think it is their 18 key supports for 2 turns, but their 12 key supports for 1 turn, right? So better additional equips for them is going to allow them to support up to 60%. Well, actually, yeah. Up to 90% if they proc that additional 12 key, that third 12 key. So actually really good there. Excited for this. And then of course KAIOKEN Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta from the 7th anniversary should be on here as indicated by the banner here. KAIOKEN Goku is there, and I'm wondering if this means they're getting exclusive skill orbs, if this pretty much guarantees them as the EZA options for this celebration. I think it's pretty guaranteed, given that the there are 2 slots for Saiyan Saga in the graphic that they showed us, showing all the possible characters. So they're probably getting an EZA, more equips for them. Again, in the case of Vegeta, right, because of the way his passive works, greater defense equips are going to help him, because he does have to get hit to get a lot of his extra passives. So that will help him. Greater offensive equips for KAIOKEN Goku is of course good. And just in general, having exclusive skill orbs is really good because it saves you your other skill orbs for other characters. Now, what's interesting here is the gammas are shown, and I did mention earlier that the gammas already got exclusive skill orbs. Of course, they don't have the big dodge defense equips, but now they do thanks to this. And I'm wondering if that means also Gogeta, and it should mean also Gogeta and Broly get theirs as well. Assuming the whole event is being revamped. But what that also should suggest, though, is like Kai Goku and Kid Gohan should also be receiving exclusive skill orbs. So that actually not only are the skill orbs going to be good for them and might help them out, seeing a little bit of extra usage, this would suggest that there's actually a lot more stages than we had initially anticipated for our stone count. That means this is going to be given a lot more stones, right? It was already near, I think it was like 90 something stones last year, just off the Dokkan Fest units, right? Now we factor in part 2 LRs as well. That's right, and it was like depending on the year, right, is what determined the stone count, right? So here, right, so this is 4 stones, 8 stones additionally, right? Another, what is this, 5, so 10, another 10 stones, so 18 stones right there, another 12 stones, so 30 stones for the 6th anniversary units, and then what is this, 7, so another 7, 14, so 44 stones there with the KAIOKEN Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta, and then assuming they add Kai Goku and Kid Gohan along with the Gammas and Gogeta, right? Kai Goku, Kid Gohan, 44 plus an additional 8, that's what, 52 stones, and then 60 stones, and then an additional 18 there. That's 78 extra, 78 extra stones being given that we initially anticipated from this event. So that's actually kind of crazy to think about. This is actually a huge update and a very welcome one. Now, one thing I do wonder though is because technically on global, this guy was a part 2 LR. So I'm wondering if he's going to be included in here. How it is very likely as one of the earliest LRs that he could be seen a super EZA during the celebration. After all, there are some EZA slots for Android Cell Saga. He could be one of them, and being that he was technically an anniversary LR on global, I could see them definitely doing it, but I wonder if this means he could possibly get exclusive skill orbs. We'll have to see. So, guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what set of orbs, what set of characters are you most excited to get updates for? Like I said, I feel like the 6th anniversary LRs were handled so well with their EZAs that I'm actually really looking forward to having exclusive equips for them. But let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.